Besides the learning of systems, the player needs to know his courses. When he plays like here, full corner with maximum English. By the way, this is called a maximum. Please note that when leaving the corner, you always arrive in the zone close to the second diamond. To successfully play triple cushion first shots, it is possible to use a calculation system. By using the target points located on the cushions, you can exactly calculate the target point for a given arrival. 3 parameters need to be respected: the departure point, the arrival zone, and the target point. Here is an example of a widely used calculation system. The departure zone goes from one corner to the opposite corner, and here it is numbered from 0 to 90. The value of the departure point corresponds to the diamond pointing to the bottom of the cue. The target zone corresponds to the long opposite cushion, here also numbered from 0 to 90. The arrival is towards the corner zone. You will notice that the numbering at the arrival corresponds to the cushion edge, contrary to the target point and the departure point. First, the players need to identify the arrival value plus the departure value according to the position of the balls. The calculation of the target point is obtained by a simple subtraction: departure value minus arrival value. The regularity of the movement and the right dosing of English will give the player an improved precision. Here you'll see 3 examples illustrating such systems, the arrival value being the only variable. With an arrival at 20 and a departure at 50, the player needs to aim for the 30 in the direction of the third diamond. With an arrival at 30 and a departure at 50, the player must aim for 20 in the direction of the second diamond. This time, with an arrival at 50 and a departure at 50, the player must aim for 0, which means a spot close to the corner. You can even use a system to play shots over 5 or more cushions. Actually, it's an extension of the previous system. Since the course is longer, the loss of English is corrected at the beginning by aiming 2 to 3 ball sizes further on, depending on the table. A slight bottom English makes it possible here to readjust the cue ball to execute the cushion first shot by a cross table. The speed of the movement is essential. Here is another example of a cross-table shot with bottom English. Since the yellow ball is played very thin, the bottom English operates directly on the cushion. Here too, speed is essential. By hitting lower, the player slows the ball down slightly, which makes it possible to avoid the counter contact on the yellow ball. Please note that hitting low eliminates the curve. The cue ball-yellow ball axis now offers a big enough margin to hit the cross-table shot high, without taking the risk of a counter contact. Of course, what is valid in one direction also works the other way round, even if the arrival on the red ball is narrower. The cross-table shot, by its nature, closes the arrival angle. The proximity of the yellow ball means that it's no longer possible to hit the cross-table shot high. The cue ball is readjusted by the fine bottom English. Do not hesitate here to play very high on the second cushion and let the curve take its course to score the point. In the chapter about reverse shots, we saw that the top English allows you to press the ball to the cushion. According to the same principle, the cue ball is readjusted here by the English. Accordion shot is particularly difficult because it evolves all the way along the table. The position of the red ball offers nevertheless a comfortable arrival, thus making it possible to compensate the lack of precision due to the power of the shot. Hitting strongly below the center allows you to squeeze the cushion to considerably readjust the cue ball at the end of its course. This is ideal to enlarge the arrival zone. The accordion shot played in width includes a risk of a counter contact, but the player can also hit it in the length. It is mainly the power of the shot which determines the course. The stronger the shot, the more readjustment. The less strong, the more open. This time, hitting at the top and the speed of the movement create a curve, making it possible to run around the red ball. The yellow ball being hit rather full, it is rapidly followed and the risk of counter contact is eliminated. Here again the 3 ball is ideally positioned for an arrival in accordion. This point offers 2 solutions. Either an arrival directly after the second short cushion, or an arrival after the high short cushion. In the second case, the player must play slightly fuller, which in turn increases the risk of a counter contact. This is what you can achieve when squeezing the cushions. The reflection of the rubber is such that it allows an interference for an arrival in the center of the short cushion. Beside the quality of the gesture required for such a shot, the player must play thin enough to avoid the counter contact. Even if the ball is delicate, the hard shot is suitable. Hitting above the center creates a curve, which makes it possible to readjust to the desired course. The masse shot, rarely used in 3 cushions, allows you to describe a large curve to re-establish the necessary incidence for the desired course. Please note that an excess of verticality decreases the precision. Since the white ball is stuck to the cushion, the player cannot hit the yellow ball with bottom English. He has no choice but to hit high, while slightly lifting the bottom of the cue. The right English becomes the desired English at the second cushion. The cue ball recovers here the desired English at the fourth cushion. If he misses, the player closes the position for his opponent. This situation looks desperate if you forget the solutions offered by the broken English. It is an attack-defense shot invented by Torbjörn Blomdahl. Many players would try to run around the red ball in this picture. However, the broken English offers new perspectives. Here, the yellow ball being close to the short cushion allows you to find an original solution by a cushion-first shot. The counter contact is often the worst enemy in three cushions, but not so the contact, which owes nothing to hazard. The measurement is very important to position the red ball close to the long cushion. This is a nice defense shot where the cue ball goes back and forth over the entire table before receiving the desired English at the high short cushion. By hitting the short cushion close to the corner, top hit with a lot of left English, we find an original course with a nice arrival. The cue ball can also repeat the long cushion. This arrival can also be achieved by playing first the long cushion with reverse English. By hitting the short cushion close to the corner, top hit with left English, the player presses his ball at the long cushion, which allows him to achieve at least 3 cushions. Please note the repetition of the cushions. The repetition of the cushion is here obtained by follow English. It is the full hitting that allows the cue ball to keep enough forward rotation to repeat the long cushion. The cue must remain in a very horizontal position. The follow English is just as efficient as the cushion first shot to repeat the long cushion. In this point, the masse shot with repetition of the cushion is most appropriate. The player must not play too vertically to avoid slowing down his ball too much. By playing a clean touch hitting at the top, the repetition of the cushion by the follow English is just as efficient in this example. Many players know this point, but they don't know why they should play it cushion first. But this helps a lot to find the suitable English. This is a very nice shot, which you have to know how to recognize. It offers two options. The first one with follow English. In the second one, you play the yellow ball thinner, which also allows to execute the shot with reverse English. Well known to artistic billiard specialists, this point nicely illustrates the sweet split curve to come back to the short cushion. If you have recognized this picture, don't hesitate to miss the ball on the way, to play a quadruple cushion first shot. This shot is also called the Kuhlemann's shot.
Mistress May on the mix.